Play fake. Darnold. Headed out right. And his first pass falls incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10. Darnold. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. They kick the running back in motion. Now Darnold, 4th down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Now Darnold off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Running back sent in motion. And again, it's Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. That's 16 on the pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Throwing now off the play action. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. 5 still to go here. This is second down. Now an inside give to Walker. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh my, they're faking it on their opening drive. And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs.
You know, in these situations, Kate, you got to be a great actor. That time, the punt unit defensively was not buying anything they were selling. That's a big stop on the fake punt.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Lamar now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Before they run a play on 4th and 3, they decide to take a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. 4th down, here's Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Give him time on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And that is Cox, touchdown Baltimore. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second.
Handsome Lagosian, name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I spill Berg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes, joke, don't look shattered like broke glass. I'ma shine till they blind, pour the blinds out. You online making threats, make them sign out. I redefine routes, we the ones Chris Webber calling time out. Around and find out, find out, find out. Around and find out, find out. Around and find out. Got no respect for these dudes who doctor the message. The Jekyll on records, it's too late to hide out. Pull rank and file out. Peep it style, I'm a wild out. Shorty gon' holler out. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. He's so good. She like he's so good to me. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God. Every morning, look in the mirror, salute a real one and I thank God he's so good. I wake up every morning, look in the mirror and I thank God.
And here it is, one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Chicago Bears. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Rasheen Ali on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They go play fake with Jackson. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Jackson now on 3rd. He rolls to his right. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Flying down the middle with Henry. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They're all set now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Ravens.
Another run for Henry. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Headed out right. He's running with it. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Chased out to his right. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Henry can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
first and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
From the gun, Jackson. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Swift on second down. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down. And dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
On third down, here's Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Looking quickly here.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good. For the Bears. First down.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll bring him down to put an end to this opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 6-0. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. They're going to run here. Kyle Monangai. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Bears first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
The ground, it's Monangai. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Third down, here's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And they're up against it. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. On fourth down, it's Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Is a turnover
Evans to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They get to Henry on the inside handoff. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he's able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. Second and 3 now. Blitz coming, Lamar. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, but they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
1st down, Baltimore.
Here's Henry. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Lamar back to throw. Now hit, and Jackson loses the ball. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Nice top, pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, we call that protection lookout. Like the O-line yelling back at the quarterback, look out! Because they have no answer right now with back-to-back sacks by the defense. They've got this crew offensively guessing.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. They're going for this. He's going to push one deep down the right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So 2nd down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening.
Ravens get him. Down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he could find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
Somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has his man. It's the Michigan rookie. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down. It took a great...
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Is a turnover on down.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Jackson throwing here. He's trying to go deep again. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it sets up second down. Back to throw it. And he goes down. The Bears got him. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and you would assume, Brock, one play remaining in this half. One last play before the break. He's back to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Swift gets it again on second down. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
And the Bears first down.
First down. Here's Swift. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there doing what he did his first 4 NFL seasons with the Bears, shutting that play down.
A yard on the play. Brings up
Williams to throw on third. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back at the 45-yard line following that interception return.
first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Here's a give for Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have third and 4.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Now Jackson on third down. Complete beyond the marker. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Ravens.
Going with King Henry here. And having gained about a handful there. And tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
This is Henry on second. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And they're going to pass on 3rd and inches. That's caught for the first. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. More.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Raven first down.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, a 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. It's inside the 10. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
19 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down. He got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. Trying to run with Henry. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to his safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Once more, here's Henry. And he gets in, touchdown. The Ravens make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. This one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Williams to throw on 1st. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's going to be incomplete. A deep look, unsuccessful. That's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he is to throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens take over once again after forcing his fourth interception of the night. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 35-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another run for Henry. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. That's a 1st down for the Ravens, partner. And that should all but do it here.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
13 yards.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, and they go right back to it. He sells it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Chicago.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. Shake my paranoia. Can't stop the run. Shake my paranoia. paranoia. Dance number up again. Shake my paranoia. Moving, dancing like Madonna. Into the groove, shake my paranoia. Moving, dancing like Madonna. Into the groove.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready, and we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Rasheen Ali on the return. He'll start on the run back of the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
He won't be able to get past the line very quickly, Brock. They're facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. No look on his first look of the game, and that makes it 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Saints calling for a timeout, their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. 4th down, it's Jackson. He connects downfield. There he goes on the right side. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead right away. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. They're on the road, but still favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? They just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence. Coming into this building, they can't wait to take the home crowd right out.
I get this. I understand the temptation here, partner. Trying to follow up one big play with another, but they can't do it. They're stopped on the 2-point try.
Now, oftentimes, if you score on a home run, I'm sure you're emboldened to believe you're just going to get the 2 points. Well, it's not quite that simple. And I'll tell you what else you've now done, Kate. After demoralizing that defense with the big play, you've given them a little life with that style.
And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Chuck will throw to get us started. Screen here for Kamara. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Saints first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
We've set it down from 37. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. To throw again here. It's Shuck. On the move, headed right. He finds Bailey working downfield here. He has this down to the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Has him on the quick hitter. Will muster a little down to the 30. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Shuck working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And time runs out before they get the snap on. That's the end of one. Our score, 6-0. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Shuck now from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man. Bailey has it. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yeah, but if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball to the 35 to begin this drive. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens set it up 1st and 10. They run it with King Henry. He cuts it right. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
He works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8. Get the timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. A give to Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. And not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Caesar Superdome in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those types of plays got to be in the minority and the majority have got to do some damage.
They run. Here's Henry. Running in the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 25 on that play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down. Now the Saints hustling people forward. They need to get set.
At the 47-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue, pursue, pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end. And look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play action. Jump. Finding some time left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing. Jump. Bails out of the pocket quick. Downfield to Olave. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and come right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. What a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints tie it just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
2-point conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
That makes the score Saints 14.
2 touchdowns, gone for 2 both times now. Seems like they're content just kind of leaving the kicker on the sideline and staying aggressive after each touchdown.
You know what it reminds me of, Kate? And you call a lot of basketball as well. The college basketball game, it's all analytics. It's all threes or dunks. Right? The 2-point jump shot, it is gone. And this team right now is just going for the jugular. Say, nah, I don't need to kick a 1-pointer. Let me just try that thing from extra deep, the 3-point land. And 50%, well, that's just as good as 2 for 2 with the kicker.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Here's Lamar. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down, here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Taking a shot towards the end zone.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Throwing again is Lamar. He's going to let this fly towards the end zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead just before halftime. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
And the pass is caught. Get two more onto the score. Well, they were just one away from the strikeout, Brock, but their third attempt finally nets them a two-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
Has this at the 6. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set up, here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 2. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shock's going to throw here. Short pass brought in. And this one doesn't go far. Defense to the line fast.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On play action, here's Shock. Rolling out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
At the 49-yard line.
Shock. It's caught left side by Hill. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They send the tight end in motion. To throw, Shock. All in left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To throw again here, it's Shock. Completed over the middle. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. Working quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 31-yard line.
They give on second to Kamara. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10
Keep this
at the
drive moving,
14-yard
partner.
line.
Here's another 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's make something happen. Ready?
Another run for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints come through with 6. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space. He sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point
Shotgun
conversion.
snap to Shuck. Forced out to his right. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead. That's the 3rd time they've gone for 2. And now their 2nd conversion. So they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
That was my old coach. I thought I was pretty good. So 1st down from the 41. Here's Henry. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. And no surprise here, they declined the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now a run with Henry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Trying down the middle with Henry. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And put him in control.
Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Starts on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Shock working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Kamara running out of the gun. He has this down to the 34. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave them enough to pick up a 1st, some room to spare.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Hauled in by Olave, left side. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Good offenses, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Setting up to pass. Screen here for Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have taken the lead late. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything they could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and...
The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. He is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. We've set it downs for him from the 31. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run, pretty sound stop there defensively.
We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. He's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. They look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Julian Blackmon. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game. He steps in.